following presentation is rated PG and may contain coarse language and mature themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
But it is crazy how much people baby kids now. Man, like I saw this family getting on a bus with their son, right? And as they're getting on the bus, the son pulls back and he goes, "Why do we gotta get on the bus?" Instead of this family just picking their kid up and bringing them on the bus, they stop in the doorway, decide this is the time to explain bus to their kid. And they're also talking to them like they're scared of them. They're pleading with them. Like the reason we have to get on the bus is because the bus is going uptown, and we are also going uptown. I could not do that, man. If my kid was like, "Why do we gotta get on the bus?" I'd be like, "Ugh, you don't." And I would get on the bus. And I just leave it small. And I know it sounds harsh, man. But if you left a small child at a bus stop by themselves, they're gonna grow up to be a strong person.
As a comedian, going from town to town is your life. In and out of hotels sounds exciting, but with only working an hour a night, the other 23 can feel like a sentence. So what do? Anything. I'm Nathan Macintosh, and this is Stand Up Downtime.
Let's get up to get down. I want the lights on. Man, we're gonna rock this town.
This is Mike Wood, street performer who's now making a name for himself in stand-up comedy, also has a mine engineering degree, so this all makes sense.
As a pale guy, for whatever reason, I find myself attracted to pale women, and I worry that when I say that, what you hear is, "My name is Mike, and I only date white chicks." I'm talking about pale women, make no mistake. I want a woman so pale that when we make out, it looks like a pile of hospital laundry is just slithering across the floor. I want a woman so pale that standing next to me, it looks like she has a nutrient deficiency. I want our children to have the same complexions as their imaginary friends. If she were an exotic dancer, her stage name would be Milk.
Hey, man.
Hey, dude.
What's going on?
Not too much. I was gonna go to the comic book store. You wanna come?
Comic books?
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's go.
I'm bored. I'm not a loser.
Well, I am also bored and not a loser.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I didn't really mean to call you a loser. You didn't care at all about wearing like a jacket or anything?
Yeah, I'm layered up. It's like 2 sweaters.
This is not layered up,
That's
man.
fine.
You need a hood and gloves, maybe.
Yeah, well.
Trying to just walk around here like a hot guy.
We're here. It's
Okay.
fine. Here you go. Yes. Hey.
Hey, man. Yeah. I'm not a big comic book fan, but I do like comic book stores. I love these, man. I always love these figures and stuff. Yeah, they're just so cool.
To own or to look at?
Yeah, I guess to just look at. I never really had any. Like, I mean, I don't know what that costs. I don't know even what you do with it when you put it in your house. You just kind of look at it, you know? You put it above your fireplace. This is where you go, like, anytime you go on the road, you always come into a place like this?
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah?
New comic book store every time.
Like, see, just look how cool this is. Look at it.
Yeah, but that's articulated and stuff. He can totally, like, have a fist fight with Batman or G.I. Joe or...
Don't bring articulated to a fun time. Superman I always thought was cool, you know? Like, he looks great. Look at that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not into it.
I like him.
Too many powers.
This is also Canadian.
Yeah, but lesser Canadian.
Why?
He's just too good.
No, but I mean, the person that made it is Canadian. That's what I'm
Fine.
saying. But I mean, I like how he looks. He looks very cool. You know what I mean? But he does suck. He's a real dork. He has every single power in the world. There's no like. There's
And
nothing
the
watching for
outfit
him.
is like a 30 strong man.
I kind of like, that's the part of it I like. I thought you'd be into like a 30 strong man
What do you say?
type of guy. Like this guy. Am I wrong?
The pugilist?
Yeah.
No, I don't dig it.
Okay.
When I was a kid, same time period, 6, 7, 8, I liked Batman and Spider-Man. Those are my guys.
I like Batman too. Batman's the best. Batman's just like,
That's not my Batman though.
okay. Who's your Batman?
I like.
Why? What's wrong with this guy?
No, I like the Batman that fights the dude who's got an umbrella as a weapon.
That's the same
I know it's
Batman.
the same art. I'm just saying
the
the guy
same-
who's like brooding on the gargoyle
Look at
is
this
not the
guy's
same.
Face. He's angry and sad.
It's the same actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, I say that because there's a bunch of different kinds of Batman, right? There's like, hey, yeah, I'm angry and it sucks being a billionaire. And then there's a fun-loving, happy Batman who's like, you guys ready to play Twister?
Ideally, Batman from me being 6 is the Batman who, tips back a head in the library, pushes a button, and goes down a pole on TV.
Yeah.
That's fun Batman.
That's fun. That's Twister Batman. That's
Yeah.
like bring your own pretzels.
Totally.
We're having a party Batman.
Yeah.
I like this guy. I like the broody guy. He should be angry. Both of his parents were killed. Did you know that?
Yeah, they've mentioned it a few times.
Both of his parents murdered in front of him. And this guy in the 60s is just like having this weird party with another odd guy.
He's spending the millions he inherited.
On what?
Fun.
The car, he doesn't even have a roof. That Batman's fine. That Batman's completely cool, but I like a dark, my stocks are down Batman.
Love is actually the only thing that I can think of where you can feel a lot of pain. You can get really hurt, but your family and your friends will all get behind you and encourage you to go and do that some more. You never hear, hey, Mike, listen, I get it. You seared the flesh off the palm of your hand. But that was one stove element, and it was months ago. You need to get out there and start touching stove elements again. You don't want to be like Doug, do you? Remember one meaningful fireworks accident in his 20s, and it's just been terrible acoustic guitar and bad poems about his remaining fingers ever since?
Did you read a lot of these as a kid, though? Like, it's the only thing I read was Spawn. Like, I probably had like 4. I remember actually reading this, but that's not that long ago. But yeah, what?
Like I read all this stuff where Dick Grayson dies and then he gets the third Robin. I read that whole thing, and you had to wait like month to month to see, is he really dead? I love that stuff.
I love the idea of like an interview. All right, I'm hiring another Robin. What do you think? What happened to the other Robin? Well, one of them died. What about the one before that? Oh, I mean, it's also dead. What's gonna happen to me? Time will tell.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be dead.
Actually, do you fit into this bloodstained suit?
Still blood on? He pushes a corpse out of the suit.
I just
Can you wear this?
thought I told Alfred to clean that up.
Do you read any of this kind of stuff now at all? Because
Yeah.
you travel all the time. I mean, you go like, I kind of look at a dude like you. Like, I travel internationally a little bit, but you travel.
Yeah, but you can't take a box of comic books on a flight to New Zealand.
Nobody's telling you to take a box.
I don't know how else to do it.
Okay, but I mean, do you take a few? Is this the type of thing that you would read while you're traveling?
Yeah, sometimes I take a tablet that has like modern stuff on it, but for the most part,
A tablet that has modern stuff on it.
well, I'm not
You'd
taking
be like-
vintage comic books is what I'm saying.
Okay, but I mean, you're not opening a glass case, pulling the fire one. But I mean, you take new comic books that are on a tablet and you're reading them, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I read most of the Marvel Star Wars stuff that's coming out right now.
Hey, good for you, man. Did you like that cartoon, X-Men cartoon in the 90s?
I never watched it. I watched the Batman cartoon in the 90s.
The Batman and Robin one? The animated one? Batman the animated
Yeah,
series?
of course, it's great.
It was so good.
Yeah,
I
there we
used to
go. We
think-
agree. Look at us agreeing.
I used to think this as a kid, I'm not even joking, that if I walked, right, and hummed the Batman animated series theme song, that the wind would blow. And almost every time I did that, the wind would blow. But I mean,
Sure.
wind blows.
And you were tripping balls on mushrooms at the time.
I was out of my mind. Hi. 13.
Yeah.
I'm just dropping in. I was just walking home for lunch.
The wind, it's coming.
Would you do any of this stuff, like graphic novel stuff? I never really read this stuff as a kid.
Yeah. I don't think I'm into Farmhand. I don't really know how he got his powers.
Farmhand, I love. Maybe I'm too much of an adult now.
He was-
Coffee cup. He's angry at the ground. Where
Bitten
are?
by a radioactive goat.
Just look at it. Where are my crops? Where are they?
I don't know. I don't have answers for you. That's probably an issue too.
You have, and this I find very, very interesting. You actually gave me last year honey
that you
Oh yeah.
full tilt. You are farmhand. You are this man.
I prefer bee husband, but yeah.
Whatever made you start doing that?
I was interested in it since I was a little kid, and yeah, I just like took a class and was like, I'm gonna be a beekeeper.
You just that's all you gotta do to be a beekeeper?
Yeah.
Who
take a
teaches
class.
this class?
Other beekeepers.
Oh, that would be bees.
Yeah.
Literally the bees.
No.
So like,
Now listen, here's what we like. No eye contact.
pat me on the head. Do you have to do any of that? Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you have to do any of that with like a bee? Do you gotta like treat it kind of like? Do you gotta talk to it? You gotta, you know what I mean? Finesse these bees.
They really like classical music.
Married people frequently then turn into your parent friends. Married friends become parent friends very easily. There's also a shortcut. You can just become parent friends. Children are a source of joy and, God willing, organs. It's just... The thing that really bothers me about my parent friends is watching them struggle with all this performative parenting. Like, there's all this stuff they feel they need to do in order to look like good parents. Like cutting blueberries in half. You know what? You're not a bad parent if you don't cut blueberries in half. You're taking an extremely small risk. If you feed your kid whole blueberries, you're taking an extremely small risk, and worst case scenario, you're helping the rest of us to selectively breed for children with a wider esophagus.
Oh, here we go. Star Wars.
Yeah.
The good stuff. Look at it all. Man, that universe is so huge right now.
Yeah. You read all this stuff?
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm reading right now. This is really cool. Like, you've got Poe Dameron, who's obviously total badass. He flies an X-Wing, he's great, but what about all the side adventures that didn't fit in the movie? You're more into the Barbarella?
I mean, you know, you point out a guy in an X-Wing, and then you got, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is even underwater or not, but I mean...
There's a lot of glue holding that costume on.
This is a full,
If you like
party.
those
But anyways,
costumes, we got to get into the Vampirella right here. I mean, come on.
Vampirella
Yeah.
and Barbarella. Are these in the same universe? Do these people hang out?
It's a shared universe.
Do
yeah.
they text each other and they're like, are you wearing nothing tonight
No, they-
too?
They follow each other on Instagram. It's
we-
very like, Gorge, you
We're
look
both-
so great.
Can I say, I'm not against Star Wars by any stretch, but I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
Get out.
I missed them. In
Really?
terms of, yeah, they came out again when I was a kid, 97. I saw all those and I was like, oh, that was fun.
Right, like the THX re-releases
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That wasn't like your go-to VHS cassette when you were a kid?
No.
Come on.
No.
You didn't love this guy?
Look
Look at poor Han Solo.
Yeah.
You don't feel anything for him? You love Gotham City, but not Han Solo, not poor Han Solo.
Owns a spaceship?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine without this, you know what I mean? I don't really...
Okay. I don't get it.
My go-to would have been, as a kid, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That was my go-to VHS.
Is that the one you like wore out?
Wore out. Me and my brother watched it so many times. We would just watch it, rewind it, watch it, rewind it. Then my mom took it,
Yeah.
snapped it.
What?
Real thing. My mom was like, I can't deal with this anymore. Oh, me and my brother both like, I was like,
Wow. My
our
sister,
favorite thing.
my sister loved Willow.
oh yeah.
And watched and rewatched it so much. My parents did not break it; they hid it.
Oh my gosh, that's even worse. That is.
Somewhere in this home.
Yes, yeah. You don't know what happened to it at all.
Were you old enough for that when that came out?
This specifically?
That like McFarlane, Spider-Man #1.
Was that a big day?
Oh, huge thing.
Holiday?
Massive. They like, that was the 5th adjectiveless Spider-Man title.
No.
It was a big deal. They sold a squillion of those.
I always liked Spider-Man. What year? What year would this been?
I think that's 90 or 91.
90 or 91, man. I was
So
watching...
Nirvana's on the dial.
Get yourself tuned in here.
So this goes all the way. This goes from BL to CE.
What are you looking for?
So I think you'll find your Conan right here.
You're looking for Conan?
Yeah, I collect Conan, old Marvel Conan.
The Barbarian.
Yeah. He's awesome. You don't like Conan?
The movie was cool with Arnold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were great. But the old stuff is great because there's always somebody tied to a post. So fighting against some giant.
I love this.
Look at. Oh yeah.
This is how all arguments should be settled.
2 swords, you go to the gym for years, get as jacked as you can, and fight your friend.
Yeah. And you got to be wearing like ideally some leather pants.
This is what you came in here for?
Yep. Sorry, man.
I mean, I guess there's like, you know.
Look, he's gonna save these nice ladies.
All right, man, just grab whatever you're gonna get and let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
You could have watched the movie. You could have streamed this. You could have read this entire thing on your phone on the walk over here. But I mean, I'm happy we came.
Yeah, me too.
Good.
Let's get out.
You're not gonna grab a Barbarella or a Vampirella or a.
No, I'm fine.
So you should. It's a pretty. Yeah, all right.
I arrived in Wawa this particular occasion a little earlier than I planned to. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to reward myself with a sandwich at the local 12-inch sandwich emporium. And I go inside, and I want to wash 12 hours of driving off my hands, so I nip into the bathroom. And there, above the sink, there's a sign. And the sign is in 2 languages, because this is Canada. And in the first language, English, the sign said, employees must wash hands. And in the second language, which you're all assuming was French, incorrect. Braille. I think we can all agree that if you're going to put up a Braille sign, it's extremely rude to put that Braille sign up on a stucco wall. That's like Braille all caps. You're yelling at the people. It's just not nice.